Fred MacGuffin reviews, Fred MacGuffin reviews, Fred MacGuffin reviews. Welcome to my channel, Fred MacGuffin Reviews. The review I have for you is I, Monster. That's the movie I've watched, I, Monster from 1971, starring Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing. Yeah, always great to see them together on screen, and they've done it quite a lot actually. So this is from Amicus Studios, or an Amicus production, and Amicus are a studio similar to Hammer. They, I suppose, competed with Hammer back in the day. Hammer being the English horror studio, and Amicus made similar movies. And this one is directed by Stephen Weeks, and yeah, I haven't seen many of his movies. This is probably the first one I've seen from him. And you have Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde tale here on this one. And it's, I suppose, Amicus's version of that story. Our psychologist, Charles Marlowe, our psychologist, he is a student of Freud and develops a serum to relieve human inhibitions, and he tries his serum out on he tests it on animals, and then he tests it on his patients, and then he tests it on himself. So yeah, that's what you're getting here, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. What I'm going to give this movie is, I'm going to give it, it's hopeful, I'm going to give it a, I'm going to give it, I'm going to give it a 2. It's borderline 3. Oh, tough decisions. Okay, look, I'm going to give it 3. I'm going to give it 3. I'm going to give it 3 for having Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee together. It looks great. It's very atmospheric. A very atmospheric view of 19th century London, and yeah, but it's just, for me, it's run of the mill. So yeah, I mean, 2, but I'm giving it a 3 for just having Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing together. Legends of, 70s, 60s, 70s horror movies, and yeah, and you might know Peter Cushing from Star Wars as General Tarkin. And Christopher Lee, he was also in Star Wars. Yeah, he was, what's the name of the guy? Count Dooku, yes. So yeah, Amicus Studios, check their stuff out. They've got some great portmanteau movies. And check out, of course, if you haven't seen Hammer Horror, check those movies out. They're great fun too. And yeah, so you have the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. When Charles Marlowe changes, he changes into a character they call Edward Blake, who is, his alter ego, and he's basically a very nasty guy, and he goes about doing all sorts of scrupulous things. And Peter Cushing's character, who's a lawyer, Utterson, thinks that Marlowe is being blackmailed by Blake, and tries to help Marlowe out as the movie progresses. So yeah, yeah, a bit run of the mill for me. Bit this movie drags a good bit for me, or dragged a good bit for me. So yeah, yeah, that's all I can say about this one. Yeah, check it out. Check it out if you're into Amicus or you're into Hammer, just to see Cushing and Lee together. Always worth a watch just for that. But yeah, that's all I got to say about that one. So you've been watching Fred MacGuffin. reviews. And cheers, yeah, cheers to your health. This is a serum I've been working on myself, and I'm just gonna say cheers to you and your health, and yeah. So look after yourself, and okay, okay, okay. Hey, you guys!